Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
First, a word from this month's sponsor, Ethico.
In the delicate arena of compliance, every conversation matters. Traditional methods can leave callers feeling unheard, but Ethico changes the game. Our empathetic interview technique reshapes compliance calls into powerful, compassionate interactions, ensuring no crucial detail is missed. It's about creating a conversation that matters, that resonates, that makes a difference. Be the change in your compliance approach. See the transformation for yourself at ethico.com/CPN. Book a demo, try our free ROI calculator, and explore the white paper by Tom Fox, The ROI of Compliance.
The Daily Compliance News for February 28, 2024, the Did They or Didn't They edition. And we begin with that story from the Financial Times, which has information that McKinsey claimed in marketing material that it advised the Chinese central government about domestic consumption, reforming healthcare, raising fresh questions over the firm's denial it ever worked for Beijing. This apparently was on the website that was shut down in 2019. It said, quote, McKinsey's impact in China goes well beyond work in the corporate sector. In the past decade alone, we've served 20 different central, provincial, and municipal governments on a wide range of economic planning, urban redevelopment, and social sector issues. So their website says they did. Marketing material said they did. And McKinsey said in sworn testimony they didn't. So what is it, McKinsey? And where's this going to shake out? Next up, from OilPrice.com, a first-time contributor to the Daily Compliance News, reports that Iraq's endemic corruption cost it yet another massive oil and gas opportunity. The British Shell last week exited Iraq's potential game-changing $11 billion Nabrus petrochemical project. Shell signed the deal back in 2012, but due to widespread corruption in the oil and gas sector, Shell pulled out. So how bad is the corruption in Iraq? It's about as bad as it gets. Our next story also comes to us, or rather the second story from the Financial Times, reports that business persons are taking fewer trips, flying fewer planes, and business travelers are rethinking old habits. COVID, costs, and climate issues are forcing companies to cut back on work exclusions. And this is obviously a business change, but the question I have for you as the compliance professional is, how does it change your risk model? Obviously, gift, travel, and entertainment spend has always been seen as potentially risky. But now, what's going to be the replacement? And our final story comes to us from the New York Times, which reports that Sam Bankman-Fried, convicted at trial of his massive fraud regarding FTX, is trying to rebrand his image, that he's just sort of a goofball who did well, but it's not clear how this is going to impact his sentencing, which is yet to occur. Good luck, Sam. As I mentioned at the start of this podcast, this month's sponsor for the entire Compliance Podcast Network is Ethico. Have you ever wondered how to show the ROI of your compliance program? Have you struggled with the budgeting process, getting the funds you want for your compliance program? Well, I've partnered with Ethico to put together a white paper on the ROI of compliance, which shows you not only how to demonstrate ROI, but also how to speak finance when you're sitting across from the CFO with your budget proposals. Check out the website, and get the white paper. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.